The earth rumbled like thunder, then roared like a beast tearing itself apart. Deep underground, in a Chilean copper mine, the walls buckled and collapsed. Darkness swallowed everything as dust choked the air. Men screamed, scrambled, prayed. When the rumbling stopped, 33 miners found themselves entombed nearly 700 meters below the surface. For hours, no one spoke above a whisper. They were alive, but barely. The tunnels were blocked, escape routes buried under tons of rock, heat pressed against their skin, suffocating and merciless. The little food they had, tins of tuna, biscuits, and milk, was enough for 2 days, maybe 3. And water? Only what trickled from the walls. Panic gnawed at them. Some men cried, others raged. Most simply fell into silence, staring into the void. But one man refused to let despair take hold. His name was Luis Urzua, the shift foreman. To him, these 32 men were not just co-workers, they were brothers, and he would not let his brothers die buried alive. Luis seized command. His voice, steady but firm, cut through the fear. No one eats without my word. No one drinks without my word. We will ration everything. 1 spoonful of tuna, half a biscuit, a sip of milk each day. We will stretch 2 days of food into weeks. The men protested at first, but Luis would not bend. Leadership was not a choice. It was survival. Days passed. The miners fashioned lamps from car batteries, marking time in shifts. They prayed together, told stories, sang songs to drown the silence. When tempers flared, Luis stepped in, reminding them that unity was their only weapon against death. In the suffocating dark, he became their anchor. On the surface, families wept as engineers drilled desperately, unsure if anyone had survived. 17 days passed before a drill finally broke through. The miners, gaunt but alive, sent a message scrawled in red ink. "We are well in the refuge, the 33. The world erupted in hope. But rescue was far from certain. The mine was unstable, the rock unforgiving. It would take 2 more months of drilling, engineering, and prayer before the men could be pulled out. In that time, Luis kept order. He rotated sleeping spots, so no man suffered the same damp corner every night. He assigned tasks, keeping idle minds busy. He became father, brother, commander, and friend all at once. On October 13th, 2010, after 69 days underground, the first miner was pulled to the surface. The world watched live as one by one, the men emerged from the earth, their eyes blinking in the sunlight they thought they'd never see again. Families screamed with joy, flags waved, tears streamed across millions of faces watching from afar. Luis insisted on being the last. He would not leave until every single one of his brothers had risen to safety. When he finally stepped out of the capsule, his arms lifted to the sky, the crowd erupted. He had not only survived, he had led 33 souls through the valley of death and brought them home. History remembers the Chilean miners as a miracle. But miracles do not happen by chance. They happen because someone like Luis Urzua refuses to surrender to despair.